Hi everybody, I'm Brad Byers, and today I'd like to show you some of my impossible bottles that I have made. Now, all the bottles are not tampered with. The glass has not been cut, heated, or formed around the item inside. And I don't reveal my methods how the items are put inside the bottles. The mystery of how it got in there, the wonder, is what makes it. Now, I sell my impossible bottles in an Etsy shop and at crafts fairs. My Etsy shop is Impossible Bottles by Brad, or you can simply search Brad Byers, B-Y-E-R-S, on Etsy. Let me show you these bottles in a little more detail. Here's a bottle, and it has a card deck in it. As you can see, there's a little hole cut out. The cards are actually inside in new deck order, just as you would expect it to be when you bought it. The sticker seal is still in place, but the unique thing about this is there are two 3-inch bolts. So how did the card deck get in the bottle, and how the heck did those bolts get through the deck? Now here's one, a solid bolt going through 4 decks of cards. And there are cutouts, all the cards are actually in there, sticker seal's in place. Here's a tricky one. This one still has the cellophane wrapper on it, intact, just as you would buy it in a store. Now there's a whole bunch of decks in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks. I think it took me 3 or 4 days to get that all done. Polyurethane balls hold the decks in place in case somebody tries to tip it upside down. Here's a custom order. This is a fancy bottle. This person likes ships, they like knots. Those are monkey fist knots. And on the back of the bottle is an etched ship. I do custom bottles as well. Here is Intersecting card decks. Now that's something that very few bottle fillers have mastered. All the cards are in there. They are all in playable condition. Here is a specialty bottle for horse lovers. That's a deck all about breeds of horses, still in the cellophane, just as you would buy it at the store. Baseballs. Bigger than the opening. You can also use jars for impossible bottles. Here's one. This is a golf ball. Great for golfers, but it's good for anybody because everyone knows what a golf ball is. You tell somebody it's a puzzle, try to take the glass off the base without knocking the ball off, and then when they try, guess what? The ball doesn't come out. So it's an impossible puzzle as well as an impossible bottle. Great for golfers or anyone because everyone knows what a golf ball is. Now here's one, Elsie the Milk Cow. It was brand new, well, it's actually a vintage card deck, never used. Elsie the Milk Cow, and an antique milk cow in a milk bottle. Ping pong balls. That ball is perfectly playable, will not fit through the opening. I actually have a world record for the first person, as far as I know, I'm still the only person, to ever put a Rubik's Cube still in the original packaging in a bottle or jar. Now, in this Rubik's Cube box is still got a wafer seal from the factory, sealing the tuck flap. It's difficult to see, but there's actually a sheet of plastic wrapped around the Rubik's Cube, and there's a folded instruction sheet inside. Rubik's Cube with a center spot pattern. If you know how to do it, 4 turns of the Rubik's Cube will put a different colored cube on each side. Here's one in a box, without a box, and a tennis ball. Scissors are not safe when I'm around. Of course, everything is larger than the opening. Box of crayons in a bottle. I call this one when kids drive you to drinking. This is popular with a lot of my women customers that like to have in bathrooms, but there's actually a full bar of soap inside that box. The rubber duck and the loofah are for decoration, hold it in place because bars of soap will chip if you rattle them around in there. There's a pair of glasses and this old vintage fancy bottle. and a pack of cigarettes. All the cigarettes are still in there. That's why I left the flap open. And I even have a no smoking sign. I do not promote smoking. It's bad for your health. Don't do it. Soft packs I do. And here is, I call it need a light. I have cigarettes. I should have a book of matches too in a light bulb. Even shoes I put in bottles. Now these are shoes, completely wearable condition. Obviously you can't wear them inside the bottle. They haven't been altered. This is a cod neck bottle. It's pinched together here, and the drink is sealed with a marble. But look at, there's a screw in here. There's no way to pull that stick out. Can't fit a screwdriver in there. I also took a cod neck bottle and put a mini deck of cards in. Look how skinny that end is. Now, besides impossible bottles, I do impossible cans. Here is an ordinary Coke can. I don't cut any of the cans. And can you see there's actually a golf ball in that can? Now, I took it a step further. I hope you can get this on video. Here is a can, a Red Bull can, with another Red Bull can, and a golf ball inside the little Red Bull can. I do not cut the cans, other than sometimes I put a little revealing opening so you can see through to the can inside, but I don't cut the top off. I don't weld, braze, nothing like that. Arrow bottles. This one is not only an arrow bottle, the arrow is stuck in the bottle, but it's also an impossible arrow because that washer is stuck on the arrow. I do lots of versions. Here's my most deluxe one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 arrows going through each other and or the glass. That one took a lot of planning and a lot of time to build. So if you're interested in these bottles, you can come to any of my craft shows or check out my bottles at Impossible Bottles on my Etsy shop, or simply search Brad Byers on Etsy, and the last name is spelled B-Y-E-R-S. I hope you've had as much fun looking at these impossible objects as I have had making them. Thanks for watching.